attention with the turbo here. Alright guys, today's the big day. We're gonna go pick up the short block for Gramps. It's finally done and assembled and paid for. But first, we got a little cleanup to do from our last video. Gramps has some very important pieces sitting on the floor here. You get the tailgate back on the truck and then the bed mat back in there. So we have something to set the engine on. So if you didn't check out the last video, the race video with Pat, put a link up in the corner right here. But Gramps is looking a little different without the side steps. And no tailgate and bed mat. Let's get that stuff put back on and head out. And right back to work mode again, so let's head out to Tyler's shop. Tech, which reminds me, like, that's where Casey tuned the truck about a year and a half ago on the dyno, which reminds me we need to get back out to the dyno. I'm super curious what kind of power we're putting down now that we're at 12, 13 psi. And what do you guys think about dropping a little bit stiffer spring in the wastegate? See how it handles with a little more spring pressure and drop the percentage down on the boost controller. The only thing I'm nervous about putting a stiffer spring in there, like an 8 or a 10 pound spring, is I would be more tempted to just bump the boost back up again. Right now I'm kind of just maxed out and I can't really go any higher than 12, 13 psi. I would definitely be tempted with an 8 or a 10 pound spring in there to bump the pressure up even more. So, I mean, eventually we're going to be doing that, but so let me know what you guys think. We're just about to Tyler's now, so we'll see you guys when we get there. Trailblazer SS just coming up on the right here. 6-liter LS2 in those things. Used to have one of those all-wheel drive. Gramps wasn't so sleepy, I might be able to get some of these people to race me, but people don't even know what's happening. See if we can get his attention with the turbo here. Nothing. You guys would not believe how hard it is to get people to race you in this thing. Maybe this lady in the Explorer wants to go. Alright guys, well, we made it to Tyler's place, and before we take a peek at the engine here, I want to show you his cool project he's got going on here. I think you guys will really enjoy it. Take a look at this guy. I'll step to the side so you can see what it is. So he's got a notch Mustang here, and he's squeezing a 4-valve all aluminum 4.6 in this thing. And if you notice, those headers are faced the wrong way. So if we come over here, take a peek at that guy. What size did you say it was, Tyler?
It's a VS80.
A VS80. So an 80 millimeter. This looks like a 5-inch inlet.
Yeah, I think so.
This thing is just
6, actually.
The GoPro makes stuff look a lot smaller, but this thing is just massive.
What, 5.5?
5.5. Jeez. So it's got me thinking about what turbo is going to come next, because my 76 millimeter CX Racing turbo isn't going to do me much more than 600 wheel probably. But this thing is just beautiful. So it's definitely got me thinking, Be sure to go follow Tyler on his Facebook page. He's starting to post up pictures of the build, and I think you guys will really enjoy this thing. He's definitely got a lot going on there. Got dual wastegates. This thing's gonna be pretty sweet. So let's hop over here and take a look at my 5.4 that he'd finished putting together for me. I'll roll it out in the sun here. There we go, that's better. So the short blocks all together. We got that forged crank in there, got the Crower rods. Those are the billet rods. And if we flip it over, maybe. You can see Jake's beautiful machine work and all those Molly pistons. It looks beautiful. I'm really excited that this thing's coming together. Not so excited that I'm ready to just go blow that one up yet, but I'm really excited that it's coming together, and this thing should make plenty of power for Gramps. So let's throw it in the truck, get it back to the house, and I'll see you guys back at the house. And then we'll put it right in there, okay?
Okay.
Good job, man.
This sucker's just so heavy when it comes off.
I have like mover strength, I swear.
There we go.
Look at that, it's perfect. Good job, May.
Good job, man.
Did she get it? Because
Big
we can do
helper.
it again.
Yeah. Take two. Good work on the camera.
High five, May.
Ugh. All right, guys, so we're back at the house now. The engine is here on the engine stand in the bag, all ready for the next step of the process, which will be heads, cams, timing chains, all that kind of fun stuff. Now we're just that much closer to just being a little less careful with what we do with the stock engine. I think it may be time to throw a bigger spring in that wastegate. Let me know what you guys think. It's actually about a week later now from when I filmed the first part of this video, picking up the engine, and I've been driving around doing a bunch of stuff like I normally do in the truck. It was my son's birthday party this last weekend, and just running around picking up stuff for that, running errands, dropping stuff off at Goodwill, and the truck started not wanting to idle. Oh, and dead. Yep, straight to dead. So it would die at the stoplights, waiting in line at Goodwill. It just did not want to stay running. So in that next video, we're going to be fixing that problem. I got the parts sitting on the desk inside. I want you guys to guess what you think the issue is. I'll put another little clue here. So yeah, sounding pretty bad. Leave a comment down below what you guys think the issue is, and then you'll have a pretty good idea what the next video on the channel is going to be. So be sure to stay tuned for that. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. It was a fun one, a lot closer to seeing more power in Gramps now. Let me know what you guys think about the new engine. I'm really excited to see how it performs in the truck. Obviously, more supporting mods are going to have to come with that. The stock trans is not going to handle that kind of power. We got to think about the stock rear end, the stock transfer case since we're four-wheel drive, the front diff, all that kind of fun stuff. And I'm also thinking a lot about doing a 6R80 swap instead of doing a 4R70 built or a 4R100. Obviously, we want to go with a four-wheel drive, so we'll get a 6R80 with the four-wheel drive transfer case. And I think it should relatively easily bolt up. So if any of you guys have experience with that and getting one of those guys in there, be sure to leave a comment down below with any tips and tricks that I might need to know, and whether you think that's a good idea or not. I think it would be a super interesting swap to do in Gramps. Obviously not going to affect the sleeper look, so I'm all for it. Plus it'll handle more power. It's just a better transmission. Anyway, that's enough rambling from me today, guys. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll talk to you guys next time.